And welcome back. Thank you so much for keeping it K24 this morning. Happy New Year to you and yours, if we haven't said so. My name is Shiko Kaitani, and remember, we are definitely looking out for you on our social media platforms. We want you to talk to us every morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. All right, so the holiday season is done, and I'm sure you binged or feasted on some amazing foods. But as they say, January is here. This is the period to slow down and get back to normal. And we're not just talking about your pocket, we actually mean your body too. It's time to detox. If you still haven't really understood what that actually entails, nutritionist Betty Okere is here with us today. Good morning, Betty.
Good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
First day of work.
First day of work
for
me.
some of us.
Oh, for you as well?
Yes.
Okay. But the holiday was good?
Yes, it was great. Can't complain.
You know, I always say, Betty, you're one of the people who are not allowed to do all the bad things that we do. So were you busy juicing, eating salads the whole of December? Because, okay, I have to look the part and play the part.
I was enjoying my traditional vegetables. And of course, I was trying to make sure I do not get extra kilos.
Right.
Because then there was not going to be any more time to lose it before I get back on set.
Yeah. Also, you can't convince people the same in January that, oh, by the way, why did you do this? And here you are with the extra kilos.
You know?
The pressure is real. But you know what? We actually want you to talk to us. And if you have any questions concerning detox, go ahead and hit us up on our social media platforms at K24 TV. And of course, that SMS number is 21222. Later on, we are going to be joined by Coach V. Nyaga, who will be showing you how juicing can get rid of those toxins. But first up, Betty, what does detox and that whole process actually involve? When you hear that word detox, what are we talking about?
So, scientifically, and I told you I like being controversial.
Yes.
For a very good reason. Scientifically, to detox basically would have to be a chemical process where we use medication or some chemicals to flush out any toxins or any poisonous substances that your body could have accumulated.
Right.
This is normally done under a medical process. It's under medical supervision.
Yeah.
So let's say somebody is a drug abuser and the drugs are too much in the body. We are trying to rehabilitate them. We would do chemical detoxification. Or if somebody has had an excess ingestion of heavy metals or any other chemicals that may be life-threatening, then we do it in hospital. It's chemical detoxification. Now, what does English say about detox? From the word detox, it's basically an English word used in science to mean removal of toxins from the body or from somebody. So how does that happen? It's basically your body cleansing itself and removing any chemicals that are not required by the body.
Right.
However, we have seen now too many advertisements of products that apparently are supposed to cleanse your body, you know, detox and all that. And what is advertised as detoxing basically is not the true meaning of that. I know there is everything that goes around, you know, drink this juice, you'll cleanse your body of this, you know, eat this food, you'll not get this disease, or if you take this pill, then you'll never get cancer, and so many other things. But that's not the real detox. The detox that is scientifically there and acceptable to mean removal of toxins from the body is the chemical detoxification.
Okay, so that term in itself has just become the common word that is now used today to just flush out whatever you don't need from your body. That's the common term.
Exactly. That's what people are using it. They're using it to advertise products, either weight loss products or skincare products. You know, you will drink this and then you will have a very good skin. Basically, from a nutrition point of view, what we say, I know we've come from holidays and people have done the worst. Ideally, that shouldn't be. When we started, you said the pressure is real. For some of us, when you look at everything that is served on the table, you're basically wondering, do I indulge? And then 1 month down the line, I have these extra kilos that I have to deal with. Of course, I have some 1 kilogram added, but that's because I was not exercising or doing anything. But then, if you overindulge, then there has to be consequences. Basically, what you're saying, as you come into the new year, you want to get back to routine. What is the routine?
Right.
Being healthy.
Right.
Eating correctly. Ensuring that your body gets all the nutrients it needs. From your carbohydrates, from your proteins, from your vegetables, from your fruit. And just ensuring that all that is healthy and in a balanced manner.
Yeah.
And then drink your water. Drink your water so that you can be hydrated. We're in January now, and the sun is pretty hot. If you're not going to drink water and you're losing it, you're going to be dehydrated. Then your skin is not going to look nice.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how many facial skincare products you use. And if it comes to your digestive health, you're not drinking water, you're not eating healthy, again, you're going to suffer. You're going to start having stomach aches, you know, discomfort, gas, bloating, and all that.
Okay, okay. So when we talk about we have overindulged over the holidays, then what are we putting a strain on in terms of our body? Are we talking about the liver specifically when we refer to that word detoxing? Is it, you know, when you talk about the digestive system, where are we actually focusing on?
So if you're talking about your digestive system, you what I realized, I'm in several groups that are either patient groups or professional groups and then just family groups, and there would be this fun of, you know, we have all this to eat, we have finished all this, you know, all this to drink and all that. So maybe people overindulge in alcohol, all right, and their livers had to overwork and all that. But you see, unless you have a problem with your liver, naturally it will metabolize that alcohol and remove it out of the system as much and as fast as it can.
Right.
So basically what you will remain with is dehydration. So just replenish that water.
Right.
It's not like we are taking the water to help detoxify the liver. Not really. We are just helping to replace that water that we did not get or that we lost when we were overindulging in our alcohol. Or maybe somebody was eating too much. Let's take an example of your carbohydrates. There was a lot of chapatis, a lot of ugali to be eaten, rice, too much of it. And somebody was eating all that. And remember, when it is a holiday season, most people don't get time to do their exercise.
Right.
So what happens? They pack in all that. Your carbohydrates will be turned into glucose, and because you're not using it for energy, it will be fat. So what happens? You step on the scale, and we all want to run away or cry.
And then we come back and say we need to detox.
Now you come back and you say you need to detox. Remember, even if you will say, I need a quick fix to losing my weight, which is not sustainable and not even the reason why you're supposed to drink a juice, for example, and then you lose that weight. Remember, it will just be water weight. Your body will basically be trying to break down that glycogen, and in the process you lose water. You step on the scale, you find that your weight is gone, but it's not sustainable. If you go back to eating normally, that is not going to work. You will pack in the weight right back, and this time around it will be much more difficult. So we're talking about things that are sustainable and things that we can easily do. Yes, and the other thing that I needed to talk about, our skin, for example. If we are not sweating, then our body cannot be able to remove as much of the toxins or the poisonous substances that we have in our body. And how do we ensure that we're sweating? You're in a place where the environment is not clogged. You know, you're not sweating because you're out in the sun. You also don't want the direct sun rays. Okay. But you're maybe doing exercise, you know, your body is able to sweat more. Some people decide to go to the sauna. Of course, not everybody can do that just to open up the pores. You want to just clean your skin very well. You know, don't clog it with oils that will close the pores. And that is actually the biggest organ in the body, which excretes chemicals from our body. All right? Or when we look at your kidneys, for example, any waste that goes through your system will be sifted in your kidneys, and what is needed will stay in. What is not needed will come out through the urine.
Okay, but you know, there's always these recommendations that you get that once in a while you must put your body through a particular process to now just flush out what has been built up over time. Because what I gather from what you have just said is that every day is a detox day. If your organs are functioning properly,
and in quotes, detox.
Every day you should be able to get rid of all these toxins. But once in a while, you are always advised, you know, every 4 months, every 5 months, go ahead, go through this particular process now just to flush out all that build up. I don't know what you have to say about that, because you hear a lot of that from, you know, whether it's consultants or health professionals.
So what normally I think is perpetuated by the detox community is that your body will keep accumulating these toxins over a while. Yes and no. Yes and no. If we're talking of heavy metals, you're not going to eat one fish that has zinc in high amounts and then you have that. Okay? It has to be over time. All right? And like I said in the beginning, if you're going to accumulate the heavy metals, I'm using it as an example because that's what you can accumulate and you don't know, or something like aflatoxin. You can accumulate that and you don't know. But if it gets to dangerous levels where now it starts affecting you, then that's when you use a chemical process to remove it. However, what the detoxing that is advertised fails to address is, so if I drink juice A and it is supposed to clean my body of the toxins that were there, how does it do it? What does it combine with to get out of the system? Okay. How much of that juice do I need to be able to clean my body?
Okay. All right. Hold that thought right there, because we actually do want to invite our viewers at this particular time to actually engage with us on this particular discussion on detoxing. And so we said that, by the way, the holidays are done. And so how do we start off with the new year? Let's reboot. Let's start afresh. And that means actually trying to work on that system and clearing out what you probably accumulated over time. Betty has actually thrown a spanner in the works here and has actually told us that, by the way, your body ought to be able to get rid of these toxins from day to day. Still a controversial point here in terms of detoxing. What do you have to say on that? Do you believe that it really does work? And have you even gone as far as trying out different methods on getting rid of those toxins from time to time? Talk to us through our social media platforms at K24 TV on Instagram, Facebook, and of course Twitter. 21222 is that SMS number. And of course, if you'd like to call us, the numbers are at the bottom of your screen. We're definitely looking out for you. So even as my director lets me know who's coming in terms of those texts, in terms of those calls, Betty, let's get back to you. And you are actually going on to explain about, what happens and about the accumulation that we keep hearing about.
Exactly. So what is sold out there is that your body will accumulate lots of toxins, you know, poisonous stuff, and it is not. It is a buildup. A common example is the something they call colon irrigation. You know, cleansing your colon. And whenever they do it, then there is you know, a mucoid sludge, mucus kind of substance that comes out and all that. But if you want to check this, ask a gastroenterologist. And unlike your blood vessel, where you can get a buildup of cholesterol on the sides of the walls, and you can actually look that under the microscope and see it in your intestines. Basically, ask any gastroenterologist, the people who do the intestine, specialize on the digestive system. And they check when they're doing colonoscopy and endoscopy. Ask them if they see any sludge in there. It doesn't matter if somebody is sick or what. They never see any sludge inside. So maybe what somebody has done is probably give enemas, which help with constipation, because maybe somebody was constipated, or excessive laxatives, and then they have diarrhea, you know, and then that is considered as a detox. But basically, check inside there. There is nothing that is accumulated or built up.
So how would you explain these feelings of, you know, an uplift rather in your mood, feeling lighter, feeling more energetic once you're actually done with some of these, let me say, detox programs or slimming this, or, you know, these kind of teas that are out there? Because, I get what you mean, that these things will kind of like induce these contractions in your body that will force you to actually push them out, which is what I guess the laxative does. But people tend to feel so much better, Betty, and so they'll say, I mean, it works.
And the brain is such a powerful organ in the body as well, because what it sets its mind to believe will actually seemingly happen. If your brain is set to believe that after I drink my water in the morning, I always get refreshed and all that, it plays, and that's what you feel. So basically, after overindulging, people will come with symptoms of, I feel too tired, I'm sluggish, I'm a bit dizzy, you know, I feel dehydrated, I have headaches, you know, such things, or stomach pains, or I'm not able to digest. If the entire of December you didn't take any of your vegetables, trust me, going to the loo is going to be difficult. That is no science. It's going to be difficult. And you're going to have constipation and bloating. But what happens when you decide that now I'm going to take my water and eat my vegetables, eat my fruits correctly, and then exercise?
Yeah.
You're going to feel better. If you're not constipated or you're not bloating, you will feel better.
Yeah.
But what have you basically done? You've eaten healthy. You have ensured that you have enough roughage in the body.
Yeah.
If you have a headache or dizziness and you drink your water in sufficient amounts as your body requires it, you will not feel dizzy anymore.
Okay. All right. Hold that thought. Wilton, I believe, is on the line. Walton.
Yes.
Walton, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. How is everything?
Good, good. Thank you so much. Cannot complain. Yes.
All right.
Do you have
I'm having a very quick question.
Yeah.
And it's about weight loss and basically the tummy.
The tummy.
Yes. I think it's been over and over again on social media platforms about these products that you can use to cut excess belly fat.
Yeah.
And actually, they give you indications of the person before using the product and the person after using the product. And according to it's not that sustainable. And I was asking that probably what if you use the product and probably just get to exercise and keep that as a routine for the rest of your as much as you can. Is it something that probably would be advisable?
Okay.
Only that's what I was asking.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Walton, for that. Patrick from Nairobi is also on the line. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning.
Yes. Karibu sana and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year too. Say hi to the guest.
I will. Amesalimika.
Now, mine are just a few comments.
Yeah.
Because I think on generally health and wellness, there is a very bad publicity going around. And mostly by these herbal doctors. So you see, the perception that they create to people is that when you go to these hospitals, they'll give you so many concoctions, some of which people don't even know what they are, and that their body will get detoxified.
Yeah.
My opinion is this. Eating a balanced diet is very cheap. People do not invest in a balanced diet, lakini ukiwaambia wachukue 100,000 waende waekwe hizo dawa, wataenda.
Yeah.
So this is more of a cultural issue, and it's not only in detoxification, but also in health generally. People are just feeding on a lot of very bad perception here. Yes, those are my comments. I would advise people to take a lot of fruits, drink water, and invest in a balanced diet. It is not even expensive.
Thank you so much for that, Patrick. Well said. Okay, so we've got two callers here, and I'm going to, engage you, Betty, on that. But there's also a question that has actually come in online about how detoxing is beneficial to the skin, and I think even Coach V will also have to address that at some point. But let's start off with what Walton actually said. You do see the demand for this kind of products, Betty, because when you talk about the excess fat around the tummy area, lots of people actually want to shed. God even knows I want to shed. So it's not unheard of to find people actually looking for these remedies, whether it's packed or whether they're going to go to a herbalist or whatever to actually get something will actually help them slim, detox and slim. Your take on that?
Our biggest problem as the human race is that we like quick fixes.
Yeah.
You see, you don't wake up one morning and you're 50 kilograms and the next morning you're 60. Unless you're having edema. Even then, you would not have that 10 kilograms excess.
Right.
But we like quick fixes. We like things that, one caller just said it, just eat healthy. Don't look for a magical wand, all right? If somebody was to be asked to bring 100,000 for 5 liters of juice and be promised that when they step on the scale, they will have lost 5 kilograms. Trust me, they will look for that person. Yeah. But if you're told to look for Betty so that they help you to lose weight in a natural way, and I'm going to tell you, let's work with that. 1 kilogram to 2 kilograms per month. Yeah. You'll be thinking,
that's a huge no.
How many months do I need to be able to lose the 10 kilograms?
It's a huge commitment.
Okay? Yeah, it's a huge commitment, but it's a lifestyle. You're not going to get it back. So everybody wants a quick fix. Yeah. That is the problem. Okay. And somebody is asking about, so how does that, I think I tried to address it earlier, how does detoxing and skin, work? One thing I said, if you're dehydrated, your skin is going to be rough, flaky, and everything.
Right.
If you have sufficient water in your system, you're resting well, you're not taking in too much alcohol or too many drugs. You know, sometimes we over supplement. What is to supplement?
Right.
Add on to what is already available, all right? But sometimes everybody wants to pop in a pill of A, B, whatever. I need these vitamins and all that. Then who has to do this work? It's your liver, who is now being burdened to try and do the work for you and remove everything that you're taking in your body.
Right.
So just, you know, drink your water. I know people have said, and there are a few studies that allude to that there's coriander and I think carrot, which help with the skin when you take them. But what do you use coriander for? I use my coriander for cooking, all right? Because the same papers which have said the coriander will help you with your skin and all that, I think that's in the group of parsley and dhania, what we know it as. The same studies that suggest that, one, they will not have sufficient population to determine that. There will not be controlled trial studies where you say we had one group which was given the experiment and the other one was a control, and after this period of time, this is what the result was. It's lacking. To even say what methodology was used in these studies, it's lacking. So sometimes it's a group of 5 people, they've drunk coriander juice and whatever, and then, you know, a few of them had the before and after, like the caller is saying. And then they say this worked magic. You see, scientifically, you can't do that. Or so it's even, still, it's still out there. The jury is out there.
Okay. All right. Joshua is on the line. Let's hear what Joshua has to say about this. Joshua, good morning.
Morning, Chico. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Are you detoxing?
No, I'm not. I'm not, because I'm one person who does not believe in trying to induce things into my body.
Right.
That originally my body is supposed to take care of. Number one, what we are discussing today, I want to look at it as an elitist problem.
Yeah.
If you go to West Pokot or Garissa, you won't get someone who wants to detoxify because they think they have taken too much. Number two, I want to believe that if everybody was to do everything with moderation, because the way the human body is such that if you're eating too much, you get to a point that you feel that your tummy tells you, stop it. Okay? If you drink too much water or too much alcohol, there is a point to get and you feel that your system is telling you, okay, I'm training now. So if people were to do things with moderation, our body is just like any other animal, because we are not really special.
Right.
There is a way our body, like our panelists have said, there is a way the body is able to take care of itself.
Yeah.
And if this was really unique to human beings, Chico, we will be seeing dogs and cats going for spa and going for tummy reductions and all this. So what I'm saying is let us do everything with moderation and let's take care of our bodies. Otherwise, a normal, working, healthy human body will definitely take care of itself without all these other things. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. There is Joshua who completely agrees with you that if you just take care of your body, chances are you wouldn't even be discussing detoxing and tummy reduction.
With him 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Because you have everything that you need on the inside to actually facilitate all these, you know, processes. Betty, here comes in now Patrick, who says that, by the way, we've got too many people who are advertising all this stuff. And you did mention a little bit on this. So for someone who is in need, and you've just talked about that, okay, fine, you can work together with a patient about how to come up with a proper solution. What should I actually keep my eye out for in case I am looking to go ahead and, you know, pick a product off shelf?
One thing that happens, and I would agree, this is actually an elitist problem. It's middle class. It's not even high income earners, middle class problem.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who want here and now, fix it. If you really need medication to aid you, maybe somebody has chronic constipation and you need medication to aid you, somebody will work you through that. But by taking the laxatives or enemas to help with that constipation, are you really solving the problem? How did you get to the constipation period, and how can you sort that out? All right? So I would agree with him. Basically, we don't need to do that. Then what product do you pick?
Yeah.
Basically, unless you're working with your health professional, don't pick any product. Don't pick any product. Your body can clean itself. If you overindulge, you know you're doing something wrong. We have a brain which tells us that. You know that you're doing something wrong. And when you know that you're doing something wrong, just correct it. Get back onto the rail.
Okay.
If you have to drink your juice, one thing that I probably should not leave without saying, we have naturally occurring oxalates in some of these foods, especially when they are raw. And that occurs mainly in plant products. Take an example of your beetroot and spinach, and you make that into juice, and you take so much of it every single day. Your oxalates are going to actually be a risk factor for you to get kidney stones.
Wow.
So why are you creating kidney stones when I can cut my spinach, fry it, so that actually I absorb the fat-soluble vitamins from it and eat it, and I'm okay.
Okay, so another issue is also the methodology around it.
Exactly.
How are you consuming your foods? Okay, very good point that you've actually brought up right there, but we're going to take a short commercial break. Your thoughts on detoxing. We're talking about this because it's the right time to actually try and figure out, how do I reboot from everything I have overdone or overindulged in over the Christmas break? We've got Betty here who actually says that your body has everything that it needs to be able to get rid of those toxic substances in your body. But here comes in Coach Viv Nyaga, who will be actually talking to us about the power of juicing. How does that go about helping to clean out your system? And if you are looking to even lose weight, could this be a possible solution? We'll be back in just a moment.